You know this guy as the first president of the United States and as the general of the American Revolution, right? Well, here's something about him. This guy never wanted to be president. Ever. He more, after the Constitution was made, wanted to be at home with his wife. Yeah. But the thing is, Congress wanted him to be president because there was no one else that they thought was worthy enough for the part. So, they basically forced him into it and was like, hey, we need a president. George Washington, you're our president. And he's just like, wait, hold up. I have no say in this? And they're like, no, you have no say in this. We say that you're president. And he's like, boy, why? Why? I don't want to be president. And they're like, too bad. So he starts being president. So after 4 years of his presidency, he's just like, can I go home now? And they're like, no. And he's just like, God, why? Why? I want to see my wife. And they're just like, we need you. So he just goes along with it for the next 4 years. And then finally...
Mr. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir, I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir. Jefferson will pay for this behavior. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No. He's stepping down so he can run for president. Ah, good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take a break tonight, and then we'll teach him how to say goodbye. To say goodbye, you and I. No, sir.
So this thing was going on, and he was basically begged to continue being president, and he's like, no, I'm tired, I want to go home, and I'm sick of you guys telling me to do otherwise. In which Congress responded happily in a way of like, okay, I understand, like, we understand, you should go and be with your wife. Have a good rest of your life, sir. Thank you for working with us.
I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made. One last time.
Washington leaves to home, aka Mount Vernon, and he happily sits there with his wife. And he feels better. If you know history, you know who comes next. That's right. John motherfucking Adams. In which, he's not actually that bad of a guy. If you look at all his, history as a president, he was actually really good in his first semester of presidency. His second part, not so much, because everybody died around him. His wife was one of them that died. Abigail Adams. Anyways, you guys were here for Washington, so I'm gonna move back on to him. So, as he sits back at Mount Vernon with his lovely wife, Martha, he finds out something about his adopted son, Alexander Hamilton. And it's not a pleasant thing. So when Hamilton publishes the Reynolds pamphlet, Washington's just there like, child, son, why? And Hamilton's just like, don't call me son! And Washington's like, son. And Hamilton's just like, meh. And he goes because, well, yeah, he fucked up his life. But sadly, a little while after the Reynolds pamphlet is published, George Washington, our favorite guy, is laid to rest on December 14th, 1799.
Though, in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself will soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws of a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time.
George Washington's going home.
Teach him how to say goodbye.
George Washington's going home.